Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Thank you guys for coming to All Day Football yesterday. It was a great turnout. Now, somebody was basically talking about the Patrick Mahomes and Sam Howell, how their numbers are almost identical. It just goes to show you that people just love to hate on Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy has been doing a fantastic job with Sam Howell and to me a below average offense. But you have narratives that control the sport of football. That is why these players are getting lesser deals on contracts. That's why these coaches who are of color are not getting the opportunity to play, because it's a narrative-driven league. If I was to talk to you about Eric Bieniemy or Kellen Moore, which one would you say is doing better with what they have? Kellen Moore has probably one of the best talents we've seen in a long time at quarterback, but yet they have been struggling, being 3-4 now. I think they're 3-4 now, whatever. And you have more weapons than the Washington team. You have a quarterback named Sam Howell who is terrible, who isn't that good at throwing at each level. And for what Eric Bieniemy has done to make them better, or the play calling has been phenomenal. But yet you have people who are trying to say, oh, well, the Chiefs, they're good without Eric Bieniemy. That's not true. I had Kansas City's own last night come through. Shout out to C-Pen for the win. I've been saying this for even when they were winning. C-Pen, I was telling C-Pen the same thing I told him the year they lost the Super Bowl, is that Patrick Mahomes has got to learn how to throw from the pocket consistently. He has got to learn how to throw to his receivers on script and stop this backyard football crap. You only go to backyard football when it was time to improvise. If they shut down the run, or they shut down your normal plays where the receivers aren't able to get to their routes or get off the jam, that's when you would have a quarterback like Mahomes do his thing, run around and then throw the ball. But if you're doing that from the beginning and you get shut down, then what good are you? Denver whooped their ass yesterday. Washington lost because their defense couldn't hold nothing down. So I don't want to hear about Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy and the offense have done the best they could with what they have. He's not working with nothing. But Eric Bieniemy already know the game. He know he's going to get blamed because he the brother man. He know that. And, white people going to say, stop making it about race, when they're the main ones to make it about race. Y'all attacking Eric Bieniemy because of reports. People putting out reports. They're putting out reports because they don't like him. I guess because of his past or whatever he's done. But they don't like Eric Bieniemy. So they're trying their best to paint him as the bad guy. When Ron Rivera has been terrible at coaching, defensively, Jack Del Rio and his defenses have been trashed this year. I have told everybody Jack Del Rio is, to me, overrated. He was overrated in Jacksonville. There were a lot of times that defense that Jacksonville had did not play to where they were supposed to play at because Jack Del Rio was too safe, or he didn't want to push the buck by sending multiple blitzes, different schemes and stuff. He's more of a defense. We're going to stay in place, gap control, or we're going to rush four. Excuse me. Now, granted, rushing four, his front four is dangerous. They're pretty good. But At the end of the day, you look at the situation as for what it is. Eric Bieniemy has Howell playing at a high level, better than what he is. Jacoby Brissett, to me, should have been the starting quarterback. To me, he was better than Sam Howell. However, the owner in them wanted to play Sam Howell. I don't know what for, because he, I guess, had a good game against the Cowboys. It was 2 games showing that Sam Howell throws the ball, but he wasn't impressive to me. As we're starting to see with Brock Purdy, when you actually have game film on him, you can actually beat him, which is showing. So the hypocrisy of the world that we live in continues, especially the sports world, where guys are trying to tell you who's great or who's not. You know, I don't talk about trash players on my channel, and I'm not going to talk about them. If I feel they're trash, that's how I feel. You're not going to tell me how to change from how I feel. I don't care if the rest of the world say this is right. I'm going to make sure I do my research, do my due diligence to watch the game, watch film, and then I'm going to say what I say. Sometimes it might not agree with the world. But like I've been telling everybody, Eric Bieniemy is a guy who has done his due diligence, which is try to run the ball, try to get the ball to his playmakers. Sam Howell is limited. He's not that good. He's a backup, really, or shouldn't even be in the league. But I would say he's a backup. You know, you can make him a backup, bring in a starter, go from there. They got swept by the Eagles this year. They still got to play the Cowboys. They still got to play the Giants again. You know, they could sweep the Giants, and then they could split with the Cowboys. We don't know. But for the offense that Eric Bieniemy has coached, he has done very fantastic. Numbers show with Sam Howell and Pat Mahomes. And Chiefs fans have got to hold Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid and Matt Nagy responsible. They have to hold their feet to the fire. But see, because Pat Mahomes won 2 Super Bowls, he's beyond being critiqued. But see, they'll blast Tom Brady. They'll tear Tom Brady down. But when you basically talk about Pat Mahomes, it's the end of the world, boy. You're not going to make it nowhere online or out in the street. But the numbers are identical because, like I said, Eric Bieniemy has done wonders with Sam Howell. Sam Howell is not good. I've said this from the beginning. I don't know why people were trying to hype him up. Sam Howell is a hit-or-miss quarterback. Washington, in my opinion, should go get a quarterback this offseason if they can. If not, I would elevate Jacoby Brissett. I would elevate Jacoby Brissett now because you still have a chance to get to the playoffs this season. So I would just get rid of Sam Howell, put his ass on the bench, boom, go with Jacoby Brissett. Or whoever you got on the roster at QB. Like, you got to switch it up, man. You're down. And Howell has not shown you anything to show that he could do anything. But we'll see. To me, he's an average quarterback. And he's practically playing on script. But there's some throws he can't make. There's some pressure or blitzes that come his way that he can't read or figure out. Or be able to move around the pocket. So, I mean, we'll see. I just don't think that he's really that guy. Personally. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. But Eric Bieniemy is showing you that the Chiefs need him. The Chiefs only gave the ball 8 times, 8 carries to Pacheco, which is pedestrian. But this is what Andy Reid does. When you had Eric Bieniemy there, Eric Bieniemy would take the pressure off of those guys. He would take the blame. He would get on and get in Kelsey's face. He would get at Pat Mahomes. He would cuss both of their ass out because both of them try to act like they're beyond reproach or try excuse me, or try to act like they can't, how do I say it? They try to act like they know it all, or that they could just get out of their slump. Excuse me. When really they can't. So we'll see. You know, we will see what they'll do. Eric Bieniemy has not been the problem. He is showing and proving to you that he's a solid coach. So thank y'all for listening, man. I am out, and this is Deezy. Peace.